Hey guys, wow, just finished watching the fifth Democratic debate and gotta say, Yang killed it. Very happy with how it went, even though, once again, he got the least amount of speaking time by far. Even though on the MSNBC website they explicitly stated that they were going to be asking an even number of questions to each candidate. And I'm pretty sure that did not happen. Or at the very least, if it did, it was. No, there's no way. There's just no way. There's just no way. He spoke literally, what was it, less than half of Warren, I think, got the most speaking time. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But his answers were on point, and they really tried to throw him some curveballs this time. You can tell they really want him to slip up. Like, where did that Putin question come from? Did they ask anybody else anything like that? It's just ridiculous. But he still killed it, and his answers were awesome. They were super authentic, and he even gave a nod to Tom Steyer. So it's like any Tom Steyer fans are like, hey, Andrew Yang is talking about our guy. It's just all this positive stuff. His answer on white nationalists was superb, or white supremacists, I should say. It was a very clear, concise answer. It's so simple, but it's just, you can just feel the honesty in it and how powerful of a solution it would actually be. So I was excited to hear that. I was excited to hear him mention AI, which Pete mentioned later, but with not nearly as much substance as Andrew's answer. So it's feeling really good, and it's really funny how for most other candidates, speaking this little would be like detrimental. It's like just Andrew and Tulsi are really dealing with this, and I guess Bernie deals with it to an extent, but since he's top three, they have to give him some more speaking time, but he definitely gets shafted compared to the other top candidates. But yeah, I'm just really impressed again with the substantive answers that Yang has, even with how few questions and how little time he gets. So I think this is going to be really good for him. I really do. It's hard to say if it'll affect things because we haven't seen any massive jumps after any of the previous debates, and I think he's done pretty solidly across the board. Especially the last one was exciting with the questions specifically about automation. We didn't see any of those this time, sadly. But man, I hopefully next debate they'll cut back on all the Trump questions. It's just so exhaustive. It's like everybody agrees with impeachment. Can we just move on? It's just, we don't need to spend 20 minutes talking about this every single time. It's ridiculous. And yeah, the questions were fairly all over the place, and they really didn't get that deep into any of the subjects really this time at all. I am shocked that Pete did not get blasted for his ridiculous attempt at securing black votes. It's like, it's ignorance at best and like almost forgery at worst. It's just, how do you not mention that in the debate? And then Kamala refused. She was handed the opportunity on a silver platter, and she refused to go after Pete. I initially thought it was because she was worried about the media cutting back on her coverage, but I was watching the Hill after show, and they mentioned that it's because she stop it. She doesn't have the ability to react on the spot, so she was probably fearful of a Pete response, which that made a lot of sense to me. So I think that's probably why she didn't strike, even though she really should have. And then there's another point I was going to make, but anyways, overall, really good for Andrew. I'm expecting to see some positive stuff from it, but it's hard to say how much it'll affect the polls, because the polls just feel so separated from everything at times. But we'll see. I think overall, it was a great performance by him. He answered the questions well. He was funny. I think he was very relatable, and that's huge with people. That's what got me interested, and I'm not really into politics, and I guess I kind of am now, but I wasn't into politics at all. And just hearing someone speak with honesty and integrity is just that's all it took for me. And then just seeing Andrew go for solutions that are actually based on data instead of some ridiculously constructed, like, oh, in this magical world, we're going to solve everything, but not have any proof on how we're going to do anything. It's just going to sound really good. Beanstalk. It's nice to see someone solution focused with actual data to back up their solutions, is my main point there. But anyways, I am excited to see what happens next. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time.